All right then, welcome everybody to the stream this evening. Apologies, we were not streaming last night, but hopefully we can still get some stuff done. I haven't really been on, so we'll see if anything's running like group instances. If not, we can always just do solo stuff for day, and also delvings, I guess, as well. I just want to chill out, do some missions, not necessarily just missions, but like do some of the simpler instances, even if we do have to do it solo, and then hopefully maybe get some gear. If not, just get more used to the group stuff, because I mean, hey, if I can get used to them, I'm more likely to do them regularly, even if it is just tier 1 or tier 2, and then yeah, it's just more stuff for us to do. So let's get into things. Cool. Palpatine is here. I really need to do some work on this guy, but we are not going to be on him today. We are going to be instead on our wonderful old Hunter, because he is our most geared out character right now, because I mean, he's got full Delving's gear. I think he's got all Ember's gear on the jewelry, except technically the earrings. I think the only thing that isn't like teal on him is his offhand, which is a mace from Doom, which I think was best in slot, at least at the time. And also my cloak. My cloak is a little bit low level. It's like 450 something, 460-ish. And with the new stuff from this instance being like 480, then yeah, there's room for improvement. I actually do wonder if I do wonder if the Ember's gear has gone up. Yeah, 458. So definitely some work to be done there. We do have a Hobbit gift though. Let's see, a 20 virtue experience. One thing I have also done, which is quite nice, is I have, in the meantime, actually finished off Feyran's 2 Slayer deeds, so he is able to go to level 100 next time we play him, so that should be fun. So let's just wait for our FPS to sort itself out. There we go. And keep an eye on LFF. So, new instances. I've not really been paying attention. Sagroth, Santaloa, and Thauriska, the Vile Apothecary. I don't really like that one. From my brief experience with it, I am not a huge fan, but I am interested in doing this. I do quickly want to head over to the area for it, because I want to pick up the Challenger of the Iron Crown, like the Fight for Khan Doom daily thing, because I may as well get that done. And again, worst case scenario, this actually brings up a very good point. Worst case scenario, I still need to like sort out all my legendaries and get them up to 485. So one thing I can do is I can actually do the weeklies in Gundabad, right? And we can get ourselves not only some virtue experience, but some other stuff. Still don't know what these Crimson Thistles do. I don't know why I'm going there. I think this person, Bail Avark. Yeah, I'm not sure what Crimson Thistles do. They seem to just be a food item. Interesting. Or for a food item, I should say. A teal food item. Fair play. I actually also haven't actually done the content for this. So, worst case, we can always just do that as well. So, I want to pick up these. Hopefully, I have enough quest slots available just to pick up everything. Because I actually didn't pick up one of them last time. Oh, yeah, they make it so that it opens the instance thing now. And then this person also has the daily, so that's fine. It's just one of, right? And there is also the guide skill, so should I pick that up now? I think I should just do that, right? And then this guy has just the other stuff. These you know, upgrades or whatever, and also the cosmetic, which I don't really care about. Not gonna lie, not a huge fan. I don't know how I feel about actually, like, because it will stay open. It's like almost annoying because it just shows a quest ring, so I can't double check what I have and haven't got. If that makes sense.
According to our scouts, the place has been left abandoned.
Dun 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 dun. Dun. Okay. So there's also this campfire. Have I got this place as my return? Ethel Ungren. No idea. Anyway, let's go do this one first. Please. Thank you. And then if something shows up, like probably tier 1, I don't really want to go be doing like super high level stuff. I mean, it is endgame, but like I don't want to be doing like tier 3 or whatever. I'm not exactly you know, aware of how everything works yet, so.
Determined to put an end to
but I did do this one without too much issue. I think this one is supposed to be a small fellowship one, if I remember correctly from the patch notes. So we'll see how that is. But I have done these before. I have done it at least once, and only once. But that does mean I've done the deed. So that's also something at least. There is one that I haven't done. This one. Foul Liquid. Stewards of the Iron Home, and we get some of these things, and I don't really know what I'm going to spend them on. I already got the guide skill. Like, I don't otherwise know if there's something I care about, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't quite show. Quartermaster. Is that what I'm looking at? So there's the cosmetic, but I don't really care that much about it. The decorations, again, another thing I'm not that hugely fussed about. The necklaces, which don't actually require any of those things. We just have to get the twisted silver and stuff, which I guess we just get from the... Does it not? No, I assume it's not open. It says on the wiki released on the 22nd of March, but it's April. So there's no way that happened. Anyway. I do just want to actually make sure I pick these up, because I would like to finish those. Or is it a thing because I've not, like, done the quests for it? That might be a thing. So maybe we'll do that at some point. But I haven't actually seen it be, like, advertised or anything. So it also could be that I'm just misreading. But anyway, it's fine. We're not really going to worry too much about it. But then this other person has the guide skill and then the drops, which yeah, seems to be a chance of drop from the actual quest or from the instance, and then also you can just trade for it. So I guess eventually we'll go for that, but bind on acquire. So it would be nice. I guess we can always just get it from like on Faerun when we get to this puddle, like solo, so it doesn't necessarily mean anything. Oh, I need to just do a bit of AoE. There we go. What do we get? Let's see if we get anything nice. Please. I got an enhancement rune. How lovely. I mean, that's actually not terrible. Actually, it kind of is. I need tier 1s. Everything right now is up to 480 on this weapon. Though that said, I am using my AoE build and stuff. So I do need to start working more on my single target stuff because, I mean, hey, if I've got a single target boss, I may as well be using a single target weapon to make the most out of that. But yeah, worst case, if we don't see any tier 1s, I don't know how I feel about doing tier 3s or tier 2s yet, so we'll see. I think that's the sort of thing where I'll first have to learn it off stream, like in my own time, and then maybe I'll become a bit more comfortable enough to do it. But I don't want to, you know, annoy people. Basically. I definitely think this, doing the quests for this definitely takes up the most time for me. Especially when the servers are being weird. I did this originally after doing some missions or some delvings. And honestly, doing this after tier 7 delvings, I was like, these enemies are dying quick. It's very nice. It's also very nice having an someone being a follow, you know. That's what I like about Black Grave, which I should do, but it's like one of those things where I guess if I see a Black Grave run, I might join in, but I don't really think there's any benefit for me doing it solo. I'm being very lazy with this. Also, if I remember, the last boss is one of those kind of annoying enemies where I have to go close enough to actually trigger the fight, which is annoying for, like, me. I don't know if maybe anybody else has that, but, like, it's annoying because part of your sort of hard hit setup thing is being in camouflage, and it kind of ruins that because, you know, while you're still... But it doesn't matter because you're not still, and... See, I don't know. I think for now, all I'm aware is it's just going to be a 140 thing, but... Because I'm kind of guessing, story-wise, I actually haven't done the story part of it yet, but I'm guessing it's sort of, you know, there was the whole idea of... In Gundabad, you went over to Angmar, so I think it's kind of feeding into that. I mean, I don't have any on me right now, but I did from the 3 instances that I've done so far. I did get some teal item level 480 gear. Not teal, sorry. Some purple level 480 gear. And currently the delving item level is 470, 471. So it is higher item level. It's probably on par. I think slightly worse actually than this teal stuff. Because I think it might be same stats. It's just only got 1 essence slot, and I think that's a big thing. But that said, if it's a solo thing that I can do, you can disenchant them to embers. So if it's a solo thing I can do that can get me a couple of like extra embers per day, that's not too bad. And also another thing is because it'll be based on your character, so I'll be getting agility gear. Worst case, I can just trade that stuff over to my burglar, so I can set up my burglar, and the same with like my runekeeper. I can do this with my runekeeper, and then if I get some, you know, healing gear, I can send that over to my mini, or even some just other gear, I can send it over to my mini. which is just quite a nice little extra. Same for Reneborn. Reneborn? Reneborn, yes, I think it's his name. But yeah, it would be nice to get something similar to this for like lower level characters, like the Black Grave was like kind of 140, but also you could get stuff that was lower level at level 20, for example. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna put my trap down. I think the servers are just being weird. You have to get really close to him. Okay, I'm a little worried. I'm feeling that, like, skill lag. Cool. Right, okay. So, pretty simple, you know. Thing is, I don't know how good this is if you're like standard gear, because I obviously now have all delving stuff, and I do have Ember's gear here, and then this is Black Grave. That's missions. That's Ember's. These are those earrings. Let's see what we get though. Oh, we got Tome of the Sewer Rat, which is kind of annoying, but also kind of nice, because that is 50 of the Soskillinen, whatever the new coin is. So I think it's this one. That is 50 of those whenever they spawn, because nothing else wants to spawn right now. There we go. Yeah, Sewer Rat, 50 of them. So that saves us a little bit. But I don't really care about it, so I'm probably just going to move it on to Feyrand. But I can finish that, which gives me 700 rep. I don't actually know what the rep does, but it does move us onto there. So in 2 days worth of this, like, that didn't take us that long, right? That took us, like, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes, a little bit longer. But it's just a nice little, relatively easy, I would say, instance. But again, I don't know how, let's say, Reneborn would fare, because I know the other one, I'm not a huge fan of the Vile Apothecary, but I am interested to see if they fixed the kind of cheaty way I know how to beat it. Actually, I kind of think we should just do that, and then worst case scenario, we get the worst one done. Best case scenario, we might get some gear.
In the depths of Thyraskar, countless foul and twisted experiments roam the shadows. The terrible legacy of Anaya Khan the Harrower.
I've only got 2 quests for this one.
The fall of Karn,
I don't know if that's right. Also, this guy, I'm sure it's like part of the questing, but that guy's just there. Like, again, I'm sure there's some relevance if I do the quests, but I just kind of haven't. Yeah, I'll say it now. I've said it before. This is my least favorite one out of the 3 so far.
This fetid and vile substance is in danger of being let loose into the world. Did he believe his end?
But yeah, so far it looks like in World Chat we're having a couple of Black Grave tier 2, sorry, which I actually kind of wish I saw, because I would have liked to do that. That would have been nice. And then Apothecary, which is this one, tier 2. I don't really want to do that. Quite honestly, I'm not even a huge fan of being here right now at tier 1. And a few Hidden Hordes. But I haven't done Hidden Horde ever. Really should have by now. But I need to sort of... I'm the sort of person where I feel like I have to read up on these things before I feel comfortable going into a group setting. Doing it solo, totally fine. If I mess up or whatever, if I die, I just restart, and it's only me that's been affected. I don't like to be a detriment, ideally, so that's why I need to get more used to things before I, you know, or wait for the more intelligent people for this sort of thing to explain it to me, maybe. But at least with Hidden Horde, it should be, like, down to a science, I'm sure now, rather than something that's brand new where people are still working it out. I don't like the trolls. You have too much morale for my liking. I don't even know what that like effect it was, but that's fine. But yeah, one big advantage from having done this already at least once is I don't have to go around doing the deeds, which means I don't have to go into all these extra doorways and stuff to do. So maybe that was something that like took a little bit more time last time because I was trying to find everything. So maybe it's actually not that bad. We'll see. Oh, they want a healer. See, this is why I really need to sort out my mini. The problem with my mini is I kind of need to wait on a double XP, double virtue experience sort of time. Where are we at? We're in April, right? So 13th, so 6th to the 11th is plus 10% on embers. That's kind of good to know, or motes as well. So that's good to know. What am I in combat with? Hello. Then 13th of April to the 17th of April is the Gundabad Geode boost, which I quite frankly do not care about. 20th to the 11th of May is the anniversary event, which we already knew about. And the 20th to the 25th is the double XP. So I also wonder how double XP affects Shadowfax. But what I'm most importantly looking for is virtue experience, which is going to be like May, and that's only 10%. So it's probably not worth me waiting until May for a 10% boost in my virtue experience. I just need to sit down, go through some areas, and get some virtue experience. That's just all that needs to happen. I can one-shot pretty much most enemies, and I can also hopefully, maybe during this time that we've got the loot box thing, open up a few loot boxes and try and get myself some Slayer tomes. I would like to... I feel like I've not got enough time to set it up every week, but I did think I had the idea of, like, you know how I have the 100 loot box thing, you know, with the 25 Bjornings and all that. If I could set that up reliably every week and whatever and open up those boxes, I think that could be quite a nice, like, maybe once every 2 weeks maybe to give myself a little bit more time. But if I've only got like a couple of hours to stream, or like an hour or two to stream, maybe having this like big unboxing sort of thing could be quite an interesting concept. And then I just have to occasionally log into Tar Valard and spend all my embers and, well, all my motes, I should say. Because right now, motes I'm not spending on armor. I'm currently buying, and this sounds sort of stupid to do, but also it makes sense. I'm preparing basically for when Feyrand levels up later. So I am really far ahead because Feyrand's about to go to level 100, but I am buying my level 130 essences now because you can buy them for 6,000 embers. 6,000 motes. And since motes are relatively easy for us to get, due to the whole getting them at level 20 thing, kind of makes life a little bit easier. Because that means as soon as I get there, I can craft the gear. I can hopefully buy, like, the agility Ramachan gear at 140 straight away. Or 130 straight away. I wonder, if I do Ramachan on here... I used a morale pot, thank you very much. Yeah, if I do Ramachan on this character, can I buy... only the hunter gear, or can I buy the warden gear? An idea. Even if I can't, I can buy the non set bonus gear and just have the chest plate, which I still need to craft. I haven't gotten around to that yet. Yeah, it's just these trolls are the problem. Did I kill it like after my death? Was that what happened just now? Yeah, I'm most interested at the moment. I did not kill it after my death. Good to know. But I am interested to see if did that completely wrong. If we are capable of sort of cheesing this final fight, which is something I have no shame in doing right now. But if I was in a group, I'd maybe have a bit more shame. But also, if I was in a group of 3, 6 people, probably wouldn't need to. Because although in theory is harder, you have more. You have like a tank and you have a healer and stuff, you know. So a little bit more support in that regard. Oh. Oh yeah, this one you don't get a follower, do you? Totally forgot that for a second. I was like, oh, I should resummon so-and-so. Nope. I can't. Oh, hey dude. How you doing? Right. Unless it changes, which I'm not sure if it does. I should know this was a terrible idea. I'm just going to have to focus on the troll, really, aren't I? I'm probably going to die. But as long as the troll dies, then we can kind of claw back. There we are. Yeah, so I need the research from here. Okay, and we're definitely having issues. Okay, 1 more research, 3 more vials of bile. That rhymed, but is also a horrible thought. And again, that gives us some legendary item experience as well, which is nice. 27. Yeah, something. This is on level. So I've actually totally forgotten the order. So I think it was some Scythe Spew, that, then it was Warg's Lather, and then that. But I could be wrong. I mean, I think there's multiple, but Scythe Spew, Adder's Blood, Warg's Blood, just frickin', yeah. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. I think once you got this down, it's actually not so bad. But I also think the other one isn't so bad. Okay, let's see if we get anything good out of this one. I'm not sure what we can get. Oh, I got a Winter's Delver's Essence box. I think that is, yeah, those are rares, not teals, which is mainly what we're after. But that is good. So I think I got one of those last time from the same chest. So that is a nice way of potentially just getting essences. Not necessarily for myself, but I can at least get essences for like Palpatine and Afka, and I guess even Renaborn. I could just, you know, slowly build up these kind of things. So that's quite nice at least. And now all I gotta do is find 1 more vial, which there's probably some down here. I think there's 1 down here on the left. I could be wrong. At least there's enemies, I know that much. Please don't lag. That's why I don't like doing raids. What is this? A turn-based RPG? I don't understand sometimes. This is... Right, your turn. My turn. Your turn. My turn. Your turn. There we are. Oh, this is a turn-based RPG. Anyway, I can't even move forward. Okay. This is going to be an interesting one. I really hope there's another vial, because I don't want to have to go... Oh, it's in the boss room. Oh, let me guess. Reduced awareness. Who would have thought? Okay, I can at least pre-set up my... Oh, I should really take these out, shouldn't I? Why is it every time I try and do something on, like, something that actually kind of matters that I'm not lagging? It lags. When I'm doing, like, just anything else, it's fine. But when I actually need, like, when I could easily die if I'm not pressing the right buttons, that's when we have issues. I wonder what World Chat's saying. Oh, it seems to maybe have sorted itself. We're looking like more an RPG I'd play. Okay, I need a little bit of help, please. What is my morale regen? 21,000 out of combat. I did not let myself heal properly. Okay, I'm probably gonna die here. Yes. I kind of don't know what just happened during that entire fight. And, of course, it makes me go the really long way around. Okay. Could you not have spawned me near the other spot? Would that not have made sense? Anyway. I'm having a lot more issues than the first time. I don't even think the first time I did this, I died. I think I was just... like, particularly didn't like the instance. But now that I'm dying a bunch, I'm just like, I don't know. Actually, I lie. I did die the first time. To the final bosses, mind. But at least that was something. So there is actually a I don't know where it is on my like quest log thing, but there is actually a not an epic, but there is like a storyline to go through. So as far as I'm aware, I haven't done it yet. In fact, we might do it later once we've done these three, and if I don't get any, you know, other groups or whatever. But possibly we'll do that and see actually what's available. Oh, now you go reduced. I swear, I am being targeted by reduced awareness. It's fine. I've nearly got my morale regen. Let me have morale.
Impossible!
Impossible!
You defeated the Wolf Master?
I won't be able to with this lag. Okay. At least it's a one-on-one fight with that troll now, so there's something, right? I don't have to worry about him punching me in the face and then another enemy attacking me from the side that I can't tab onto and I can't attack, and I get 3 hits, hit 3 times in the time it takes me to hit once. I'm a little bit salty. No, I'm doing all right. Just wanted to do some actual like instancy stuff, but the game is attacking me with lag. The ultimate super weapon against me. And to be fair, anyone else, really. But yeah. What's my connection thingy like? My latency is 78.5 to 79.3 milliseconds. 80.3 milliseconds. Is it going to go up every time I talk about it? No, it's going down finally. Okay. I know I am capable of doing this fight because I have done this fight before. You know what? I'm going to eat some food just in case. Well, eventually I'm going to eat some food just in case. And apologies in advance. Not really. I don't apologize for it, but I am going to be choosing the final boss. Especially if I'm having it be act up like this. That is, if it still works. It might not still work. Now that I'm going to do it on stream, they're going to patch it if it doesn't work. I feel like that's normally the case, though. Okay. So, our final vial of bile, which is not something I like saying, is actually over there. Wait. Somewhere over there. There, I think. I don't know. Anyway, there's two bosses. There's this guy, and then there's this guy over here. Right? You can see his horns. So, he takes damage if you attack the bile tank. So, I am out of combat, right? Well, I'm in combat. I'm not attacking him, because you can't. But I'm not attacking him either. But if I attack the vial, takes damage. So then what you do is you attack this bile tank again. And it takes damage again. This only works when you're ranged. I have a feeling... If like... Can I get just in time? To be fair, when I did it first time, he just stayed by the one tank and I just kept attacking it. But... Please stay by the main tank, please. Thank you. And yes, this is totally cheesing this. I don't trust. Right now. Go to the middle one. No, don't go to the other one that's really awkward to hit. Damn it. I'm trying to not trigger it. I don't actually know how far you go in before it triggers the, like, cutscene, you know? You can't actually, like, kill it from this, but if I get him, like, low enough... Wait, why are you going in the middle? If I get it low enough, it'll just... Oh, this is perfect. Yeah, if I get him low enough, I can get into the fight, and then I can just attack one of the bile tanks, and then we can just, like, take him out straight away, and it just stops anything annoying happening. It's a bit of a pain to set up, but it's also probably the most safe way of doing this. I'm going to go first person because I feel like going first person right now is better than having a see-through version of me. What is going on? Why are you there? Wait, which one am I attacking? Who am I attacking? What? I mean, okay, sure. Go to that one. Oh, the lag is hitting. Okay, I think one more, and it's like the lowest I can get him. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is let them trigger. You're not allowed to heal, alright? That sounds very suspicious. Okay, I just need to take one of these out, and then this boss goes down, I think. Wait, no, I think you're dead, are you not? Are you not dead? Alright. Okay, there's a chance I just totally messed this up, but I think... Okay, now you're dead. Cool. Now I just need to focus on you. which is a lot easier than having to like multi-focus on 2 different enemies. It was just kind of acting weird, but I don't know if that was me clicking like kind of wrong buttons or attacking the wrong things or whatever, or if it was just the server being really weird. But fingers crossed I actually get some gear out of this, because I'm not looking for it for myself, but I'm looking for it for... I'm looking for it for Scarshoe, which is sad. Also, I'm looking for another vial, and last time it was here. Also, I don't know if this is relevant, because...
I knew I smelled something fishy from him. Whatever he took from him,
Wait, what?
I'm afraid it may have severe consequences in the future.
Wait, I'm confused. This didn't happen last time.
He's done, he's done. We shall make preparations.
I don't know what's happening. Anyway, let's go find this final vial of bile. Because last time I did it, it was over there. But it wasn't. So we're just going to go around, spam, delete, which is going to really suck when we get into this room because it's just not going to work. And yeah, fingers crossed, we find it rather quickly because I would like to finish the quests. As many quests and as much rep and stuff that I can get. I don't think there's really, to my knowledge, any purpose behind the reputation right now. I didn't see anything that's reputation gated, but I could be wrong. Nope. Oh. Is that up here? Up there. I see you. Trying to hide from me. That's... No, wait a minute. That's not allowed. Oh, it's because I just, like, jumped straight up there. Okay. Well, it's kind of good to know that they're not guaranteed to be in the same spot. So there's a chance you actually have to look. I feel like it's one of those things where if you're doing it, especially on, like, a higher tier, you probably don't do the quests as part of it. Unless maybe you just, like, stay in after and go for them. But I feel like most people probably won't do that whilst they're in a group situation. But... wait for everything to spawn in. Things are spawning in slow. I know it's probably reduced awareness, but it's taken a while. Also, it's probably just due to the amount of people that are here. So that's you and someone else. Someone else has a quest. I am known to them.
These research notes are promising.
I don't know, again, what relevance that has. This one? Known to the stewards of the Iron Home. Sure, and then we got 5 of those. Just don't know if it really matters. But hey, I got 5 Lotro points. That's important, I guess. Reputation changed. I really need to sort out my reputation on this character. Though, to be fair, his virtues are, like, kind of fine. I know they're 0 on everything else, just because I mostly focus on those. But I think it's fine. Right? I don't have to worry about my passives too much. I'm already overcapped on, like, crit and physical mastery. So I don't really need to worry too much. But I guess if I can get passive morale and stuff, alright? So if I can get 3,800 morale, but I can get that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 more times. That's 13 times 3, 8, 1, 2. That's an extra 50k morale that I can get. So that puts me up to 800,000 morale, which is pretty nice. Do I just go through this instance and give in the quests later? Like, do it first. And then just run back. Oh, these bring me to them. I forgot that. Or just do them as I go. It's so weird being, like, in Kandum. Kind of, you know? I'll just do them as I go for now. If I can. See, I almost feel like it's not worth it if it's taken this long. Especially if the rep isn't, like, Stewards of the Iron Home. But at the same time, I guess not every like reputation has to particularly mean like unlock something, right? G'day, quartermasters. I don't think there's any things. You do get a vendor discount of 5%, but I don't know who's that's only gonna apply to like the healer, so it feels a bit redundant, you know. It's not like it's gonna affect the barters. I don't think that would be interesting if it affects like how many tokens you've got to spend on something, but I don't think it's going to. Hi, I'm just gonna be here now. I do think it's cool that they bring you closer, but it's kind of a little bit buggy still. It's fine. I wonder if she heals. I haven't really noticed. Yeah, she's healing me. That's kind of nice to have. It's nice to have someone. Ah. Okay. You know, quite honestly, I'm just interested in the... I don't even care about the quest right now.
Talk over. Deal with these intruders.
I feel like maybe I've done this in the wrong order. Because, you know... I know it's not the same enemy I killed, but... maybe the apothecary comes after. Okay. So I feel like I was really lucky the first time I did this, and then now the second time I'm just kind of not doing well, because it depends on what I get. But last time I got 3 pieces of gear, like 1 per instance, and so far I have got 0, and I got nothing again. So I'm starting to feel a little bit upset and left out. What I'm going to do is the good old trick where I delete these. If I sell them all and I buy them all back, they lose their stupid hour binding thing. Can I actually stack them? Let's get that and that one locked, so I can actually start selling the items I'm getting. 4.5 gold. Nice. I guess I should be trying to kill as many enemies as I can for the Slayer stuff, right? I actually don't know. I think it would be in instances, and then I'm guessing return to Kandum. Oh, you get cracked tracery for that. If you complete all of the things, you get the thing and a cracked tracery. Interesting. And that's only doing it tier 3, so it's not the end of the world. 1,000 virtual experience for that. That's all right. Oh, what am I doing? I didn't mean to put down a trap. That was pitiful damage. What was that? These guys are making me sad. Okay, I haven't actually been on LFF for a while. On here, let's see. Tier 2, tier 3. I don't know what Thargahas? Clearly people don't want to be typing that out every single time. I don't blame them. Tier 2, Tier 3. I don't feel confident. Oh, they're anonymous. I just wanted to see what gear you had and if you would judge me. I feel like my gear isn't terrible. Maybe the cloak. But even that, like, I'm pretty sure the offhand is still, like, my best I can get. Because rarity doesn't necessarily mean anything. It kind of does, but doesn't, right? Because, like, it is purple, but it is 477, so it's, like, pretty much around the same level of stuff from this content. So, like, it's from Doom. Don't want to face you, though. Okay, I think I can get away without having to face that. All you got to do, Forbet, is come in so that nothing bad happens. And we don't get attacked by that Ravager. That was close. Was I trying to use a skill that I just didn't have cooldown for? Life 1, Tier 3. Is that something they've got? No. But they have... Oh, interesting.
What is this? How dare you interrupt my work? Guards!
Oh, if I can get in on that one. They want to do 2 of the instances Tier 1. But obviously it depends on if I can get through this fight quick enough before they pick up anybody. I don't want to, like, finish the instance when I'm this close. This is the final boss. Like, I'm not going to do the other stuff. I'm just going to skip the actual quest phase.
Drag me from my rituals? You slay my assistants?
Okay. This one's an interesting one as well because, like, it has an induction thing, but it doesn't actually, like... I have to use that, which is my corruption removal, not my induction, like, interrupt thing, right? Which you think it would. Oh. Or I guess because it's maybe not an induction, it's a channeling, but even so, I feel like interrupts should work for that. Get back here. Get back here. What do you think you're doing? Very angry sapling. Where is she? There we are. I need a heal, please. Thank you. Oh, that was close. Okay, please give me something. I got another essence box, which is like, it's fine, but it's not what I wanted. It's kind of good because, you know, it's one of those things where I can pretty much make a use of it no matter what. With if I were to get a agility piece of armor, it's like kind of a pain because I can only get it on 2 characters. and 3 in the future with the Warden, obviously. But I can only get it on 2 characters. Whereas by getting an Essence Box, I can do it on any character that's 140. So it has a little bit more versatility to it, I guess.
Ah, you return.
Okay. I'm going to get rid of these because, quite honestly, I just cannot be bothered. And
Do you wish to hear the
oh, I guess we can jump into
Do you wish to hear the
hear his
my friend?
tale. Why not? Let's listen to what is up.
It was not long after the Iron Crown returned to Carndoom that the Trev Duverdain and their chieftain Claghord began to trouble us once again. In mere days, the stone of Clucath was seized, the challenge was called, and we of the Trev Galorg had no choice but to answer it.
That's interesting. So Cranog, because and Kana, I think she was part of the thing, right? And I don't think any of these are people I recognize, but it's been a while since I've done the whole
May I
right
speak with you.
thing.
And so, Cranog led us to Phylacro to meet the Trev Duverdain in
I would call it
Clucath.
Failacro, so good thing
Leading
there's
the Trev
audio.
Duverdain was their chieftain Claghord.
528
Domungard,
million morale.
their chieftain of old, had been cast out. Whatever the reason for
How proud are you,
Domungard's
huh?
exile,
Infinite.
the Trev Duverdain who now followed Claghord remained faithful servants of the Iron Crown.
He's scary.
After a long silence, Claghord spoke and offered his terms for Clucath.
What is it?
A single warrior, and the old laws of mercy upheld. Although I doubted something in Claghord's words, Cranog accepted.
Hmm.
I stepped forward to fight for the Trev Galorg, and awaited Cranog's command.
Well, we know you didn't die, so we're good. Maybe he's a ghost.
A man named Sakarth crept forward, and begged to fight for the Trev Duverdain. I was to fight against Sakarth, or so I thought. As if in answer, Claghord himself stepped forward,
Ooh.
passing Sakarth.
Pretty
with
sure
the
he's
word.
got more morale than
In
Premiel.
truth, Claghord had chosen to fight for the Trev Duverdain long before he arrived at Phylacro. And again, without a word, he had also chosen who would fight for the Trev Galorg.
Oh, he's gonna go for Cranog.
Cranog.
Yeah. It's almost like it makes sense.
For a chieftain to shrink from another chieftain's challenge would be unthinkable. But Claghord was a younger man by far, and he knew what this would mean for the coming fight. And so,
I hope Cranog's
right of
okay. He sent me a piece of mail, so
Cranog fought well.
oh right,
But it was
okay. He's not
long
dead. He's not
before
dead.
he was
We
forced
good.
to yield. Even though they had held to the tenets of the right, Claghord had acted beneath the dignity of a chieftain.
Wait, what did he do?
But it did not matter. The Trev Duverdain were victorious.
Beneath the dignity of a chieftain. What is he like?
Never had I imagined that a man worse than Domungard could lead the Trev Duverdain. I was wrong.
He was very, very wrong. Oh.
Evil has returned to Carndoom.
Oh, yeah, I get that. Like, it's like evil incarnate in some cases. Had no choice but to run to Orga. What else could we do? If you spoke on the journey home, and I think we all fear what might befall us in the days that follow, but nothing happened. Perhaps we were mistaken, I thought. Okay, that was easy. Nice. Easy, a quick quest. Yeah, what's up with Cranog? Where is he? Our main man, Cranog.
You wish to know what became of Crannog?
Got about hand Iron Crown, intend to make certain it never happened. They demanded 5 coming willing to condom, or the Iron Crown would send their servants to burn our village in the night. Crown pleaded with them to take fewer, and though it did not appear to please the emissaries, Clegor relented and asked only for one of the Traver Lords. Oh, so basically he offered himself. That sounds like he's a thing that he would do. His bargains were for nothing, for the emissaries of the Iron Crown returned the very next day and were no longer eager to negotiate. They took most of our people, more of people as each day passed, and soon many of us fled or care that they might not find us upon their return. Crown as shelter at Vale Avank. So if I were to go back there now, you're telling me he's not going to be there.
Twice now,
It would kind of be cool if, like,
instancy
instancy-wise,
Father Nassan,
I
and
didn't
now
do that.
Crannog. I will not suffer another loss.
Hey. Oh, I get Venture Experience. I totally forgot that. I'll put it into Zeal for the minute. Should I put it into Zeal, though? I mean, it's only like 2,400 away from being max, so I may as well.
Many of them have been sealed. A number of hidden paths into Karn.
Oh, don't tell me I've got to do... Oh, this is interesting. So I get a Delver's Vivid Essence box. I get 600 inch script, and I get 3,000 Virtual Experience on top of the title, and a Shattered Gundabad Tracery. So,
Within Kandum's Sant Lawyer grow numerous plans.
I'm just concerned if there's like a situation where I've already done the instance and then the quest is like...
It is of great import that you aid me. I am but a humble explorer looking for a way to combat the maladies that affect our land.
Beyond the iron gates of St. Loya lie dead.
Okay, find Indigir within the area. Okay, so I'm a little bit concerned that I'm not going to be able to do that now. Right? Because...
Within Kandum's Sant Lawyer grow numerous plants. Twisted and corrupted by the fetid waters of the rivers that flow through the area.
Yeah, you're just going to send me to that area. So, is it going to mess up? Have I sort of done it in the wrong order? I guess we'll find out. Let's go to this one. Let's try and run it at 140 again. Surely we can still do it. It's just that it... I think we can still do it. It's just a simple fact that we can't... Wait, is he going to help? You're not going to help. Are you kidding me? Okay, I don't know if I want to do this now. He just ran away. He
thought to be lost after a disastrous experiment claimed Anayakan's life.
I am upset.
And vile substance. Danger being let loose into the world. What did Anayakan?
Also, please don't lag like that. Also, what on earth just happened to the lighting? Why is the lighting immediately go dark there? Is it because this like light for the entrance is getting in the way? Okay, I think I'm probably going to leave this till another day because I don't really want to do it twice if we're not going to get like a benefit out of it. You get what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I think I might just hold off, you know? Where was that one? There's that, and get rid of that dude. Eventually I'll do it. I just didn't realize, or it didn't make sense. It does make sense, but I was thinking, oh, let's just do the instances. Not, hey, the quest is going to necessarily have the instances. So, that's going to be a fun one. Maybe if we do actually join in a group thing for it, it could be interesting. But just waiting to see what comes up. Challenger of the Gothmog. What a nice title. Right, though. I think... I don't know. Do I want to finish that? I don't know if I have the weeklies for that. If not, I'll just go do some delvings. Even though I have delvings gear. But I can maybe get more delvings gear. Oh, it's nice to be in a nice place. Like Thorin's Gate. Not some, you know, very scary Angmar area. It's not as scary. I think Angmar is just that association of I don't particularly like it. But, I mean, it is a good thing that we got some essences. I can switch out, like, this Humble Delvers one if I want to for something else. I think I'm overcapped by nearly 100k, so there's, like, 4 essences that I can get rid of. So if I got, like, rid of the Humble one there and, like, the 2, this one off here, and then maybe, like, that one, like, the 75k, and then I can at least be a little bit over. I can get a little bit more morale. Maybe add. Well, actually, I'm alright for crit. I've got a couple essence slots still, so those obviously don't. I've got that I can switch out to be a higher tier one. Because, yeah, I'd rather switch out the lower tier ones if I can. So there's 2. This has another essence slot, so we can just put, like, Vitality on there. And then this has an essence slot. I think this one has something on it, but... yeah, and I do have on me some of these, so I can actually get more of my Vitality boosts as well. Which is nice. Come on. Us doing regular missions is going to be such a weird feeling. I'm only gonna do 2, so I'll do those 2 unless I see a really nice one in here. Nope, I definitely don't want to do Roots of Decay. And then again, maybe something will show up because I only need to do 10 missions, or delvings, I should say. So I should be over the cap. I am a little bit disappointed, though, that we got no gear. That is a little bit sad, because I got 3 bits of gear on the very first day that I did it. And then now I do it again, and I get 0 bits of gear. Admittedly, yeah, I got essences, so that's obviously worth something. But I do want to have a look, though. Is there any items I don't have? So here's the new Valar stuff, I guess. That makes sense. Hero's Trinket. You actually get a pocket item. I don't think you get a 130 pocket item. But that's at least something. And then I want to go look at back. And I want to see Cloak. Untested Cloak. The Audacity on that is +1. Yeah, I still think it's the Tham Mirdain one, right? That I need. They still haven't got. Wow, this is great. There we are. I'm glad that at least happened on a standard mission, not a delving, not when I was facing against one of those, like, you know, trolls or whatever. I'm just facing against a regular old 140 orc. No big problem. I think this one is literally just kill 14 enemies. Oh, I feel so bad. He was just stood there or sat there enjoying his own, you know, time. He's just minding his own business. And then I have to take him out. Okay, and mission complete. Let's get out of here. Do. Just gonna wait a while. There we are. and complete our second one. For some reason, I don't have the... Or I guess maybe you have to do the... Maybe do it once for it to show up again or something. No. I love when enemies don't spawn, don't you? It's so fun. I did worry though, like my original plan obviously was to do all this stuff yesterday, and I did worry a little bit that like obviously the later you go on, the less and less people are going to be on. This is what, 734, so we dropped about 100 since I think we logged on. And yeah, I worry that, you know, you drop bit by bit, less people are going to be doing it. Not everybody's obviously going to be doing the end game content. And then a lot of people have maybe done their stuff for the day or the week, you know, in previous hours after sort of a more standard, like maybe 5 o'clock time. So it's kind of difficult sometimes, unless you've got a dedicated group, for me to be like, hey, I'm going to be doing this today. So I guess we'll just have to see. So if the server's going to be like this, I'm just going to say it's not exactly helping. Okay. At least this mission's easy. Name suggestions for a Warden High Elf. I'm not going to lie. Names in this game are probably one of the worst things for me. I am very bad at doing names. Feyrand, for example, as much as I love him, came from literally doing randomized name until I found a name I liked, found that it was in use, and then I added like an A, or and I think I added an E, or I added a letter that kind of worked, and then it fit. So a lot of my names translate to something. So, Afka, for example, is supposedly, from what I understand, supposed to be Latin for dandelion. And I think it's dandelion. And, which is then a reference to, like, The Witcher, right? I can't remember how it's supposed to be, but yeah. And then Rixarius is supposed to be, again, supposed to be, because Latin's weird, but Latin for actually just the word brawler. So yeah, Tarvelard. I think Tarvelard was a randomized name from the game, to be honest, if I remember correctly, as well. So that was something. Finish you. Oh, so I do have that already. Nice. Very nice. But yeah, probably one of the hardest things for me in general is, yeah, just getting that name that I like. Right. Cool. Let's go there. Fingers crossed we can get something delving wise done. Have I got a delvings quest? I think I've done both the weeklies. So my question is, do I do tier 7s or do I just quickly get some tier 1s done and then hope that I get something out of it? Like, I not necessarily get gear, but get myself, like, what can a tier 1 chest give me? It can give me a tracery token. It can give me crafting stuff. It can give me the like mithril cloak thread stuff, and it can also give me an essence and some of the other stuff. So I almost feel like if I just sort of speed run through tier 7s, oh sorry, tier 1s, like yeah, I don't get the black steel key, I don't get the vivid essence, I don't get the stat tome, the extraordinary delving chest, the embers, yeah, I don't get like the herald dick thing. I might just do it. I might just comparatively, what's like
Is there something I can
the
do
big
for
deal?
You?
Also, it gets my my
Is there
delvings
something I
done
can do for you?
for lower tier ones.
Might I have a word with you?
I just feel like doing tier 7s. It's going to be such a long time. So I'm just going to do my tier 1s for now. Just be happy. Because yeah, I think the only reason I did tier 7s really was for the gear. My ultimate thing right now is I really want the Journey to the Tracery Archives. Kind of wish you could just buy it for Ancient Script. I know you can buy the map, but it would be nice to buy the permanent sort of skill. Yeah, this is so much quicker. I mean, obviously, it's so much quicker, but maybe I'll actually get something. This is where I'll just get like all gear. Also, game lag, please. It's also not so bad if I lose it and I end up jumping into another instance. Also, I guess I guess not really. I was about to say at the moment I'm kind of looking to get another bracelet, but I think I'm actually pretty happy with this one. So it's not so bad. And unfortunately they're not account bound, so I can't just trade it over. Well, actually I say that the Black Grave one is bound to account, right? This one bound to account. This one's bound to character.
What do you need? Is there something I can do for you?
Should we open them all up
Stay a moment.
after at the end? Maybe? Or maybe I'll do all 4. Oh, I don't like this one. Maybe it won't be so bad with tier 1s. I just don't like when enemies have allies. That means it's on the same rotation as the ones I did last, like Thursday, which means I just don't like this, like, mission rotation. Because then you got the ones with like the dark water things, whatever they're called. I think that's what their name is. So far, all pretty easy though. No big issue. What I have tried to work out is, let's say I kill the keeper, but then die. Does the wolf stay? Or does it die? Also, I really don't like the fact that the game is sort of freezing up like this. Why wasn't it doing it earlier is the question. Like, I need to just keep Taskmander open, I guess, and just see what's up. Hello. What are you doing? Okay, what just happened? I had a bit of a spike in CPU usage. Okay, if I shut that, that might significantly help. Hi. What are you doing down here? Okay, there's potential that that one program was the issue. I didn't realize it was open, but it can be a bit of a CPU hog. Okay, and nope. That was 100% GPU usage then. Now I gotta work out what's using my GPU. So I simultaneously want it to happen, but also don't. Because, like, if it doesn't happen, good, it's maybe fixed. If it happens, though, I can at least maybe see why. One thing I might do as well, I'll do like these 4. Okay, that wasn't any. I'll do these 4, and then maybe I'll see how Reneborn fares, because he isn't maxed out on his physical mastery or crit even. And I mean, you can use resource manager, right? But I just don't know how.
What do you need?
That's going to affect me. Wait, did I not do a delving for that one?
Might I have a word with you?
That's a bit silly. I didn't mean to not do a delving. I did have a program a while back that like would log basically everything that happened. So at least when something weird did happen. Yeah, I must have not put in the stone or something. I've been doing that a lot recently and it's kind of getting on my nerves. I understand why it's a thing, but I also kind of wish it wasn't an option that you had to like double put on the quest. Like if I'm picking number 1, then just put me on number 1 without having to like... Just don't let me accept the quest if I haven't got the thing, right? Like if I haven't got the item, don't let me accept the quest or something. Be like, oh, you must have this stone on you in order to proceed, and have it like grayed out or something, right? It's not like... I don't think that's silly to say. But yeah, no, I had a program that like would log. Okay, that wasn't even anything in Task Manager. Nothing changed. That's just Lotro being weird. I'm curious. Yeah, turn it off and on again. Okay, they do have to think. Just trying to work out. I always find it curious, and this isn't like in a judgy way, but like when people ask for well-geared players, like I wonder what... I like to see what the person asking for well-geared is wearing, so I can sort of judge tiers of what I'm wearing. If they're wearing just delving gear, I'll be like, oh, I'm fine. But the fact that if they're wearing like raid gear, then I'm like, okay, maybe their standards are higher. You know, not that I was gonna go for that instance anyway. I mean, I guess there is also the fact that if I really want to go on a certain instance, I could always just start it myself. But I don't know what I'm doing. So, rather tag along with someone who knows what's up. Also, actually, again, don't trust myself. I might, though, actually restart the client after this. If it keeps on happening. Because I don't think it should. We've only been playing for an hour, and it doesn't really tend to happen. Like, if there was some, like, weird memory leak or whatever issue. Like, I don't really have anything like that happen. For, like, after, like, an hour. Maybe if I'm playing for, like, 6 hours or something, it starts to, like, have issues. But I've only had the client open for an hour. So, well, an hour and a half.
Is there something I can do for you? Just a moment.
Okay, I'll do the final one because
Might I
that way I
speak
can
with
at
you a
least
moment?
open up the only 3 delving boxes, which is a bit of a pain. But this also does help because I need to get my on a continuing mission done anyway. So I can get some embers, some virtue experience. Again, I think if I were to look at like Eriador stuff, I think I've done all of Breland and Wildwoods. I don't know if I've got D-Tracker, but I haven't done all of the Yondershire stuff, so that's something I can work on. I could do Sarnor. I don't know if Sarnor actually has virtue experience related to it. It doesn't, so probably not worried too much about Sarnor stuff, but I can do Cardalin and Swanfleet and stuff like that. But I don't really want to do all the new stuff, so like Yondershire and Cardalin and Swanfleet and etc., they only tend to give like 1,000 virtue experience for stuff that normally would be worth 2,000. So what I really should be doing, and I'm already doing this with other characters anyway, my like, you know, completionists, so it's not outside the realm of what I've already done and I'm continuing to do recently, but like I've done up to North Downs, I think, but Troll Shores I need to just complete the Slayers and then I'm done. And then we've got like Explorer of the Misty Mountains, some simple ones there, you know, and especially because I'm max level, I can just go do the treasure hunts without, or the treasure caches or whatever you want to call them, without much issue. You know, Evandim as well, I just need to do a bunch of quests. Again, I can just one-shot everything. Like, there's no particularly massive reason as to why I haven't done these certain things, except I don't know, time investment. But it leads me into the whole idea of what I've been wanting to do, where I've been saying I need to give each character a goal. And so a goal would be like, I want to complete Evandim, right? Or complete the Troll Shores deed page. And then, which I guess would now include Angle, technically. But I need to give myself like that, but for each character, you know, Faerand would be like, oh, do epic battles until I get this gear, or, you know, maybe for Renaborn would be like, oh, I want to go and do this instance and try and get a piece of gear from it, you know. And then I just need to have some sort of randomizer that will just be basically pick something for me to do when I don't know what character I want to play. And worst case scenario, I just go back to something very simple like, hey, I want to go do my delvings for the day. Cool. But I also don't want to turn it into a chore. I don't want to be like, I need to get all my delvings done on 3 different characters. I need to do, you know, I have 5 different 140s. So I've got to do 50 missions, which is going to take like 5 hours to do all my delvings. And like turning it into a grind like that is just going to make me less likely to want to do it, I guess. So maybe even if I just did like 4 to get like a little bit way through the weekly, could be something. I was about to say I didn't have any hitches, but there it is. Cool, and there we go. So let's have a look at our 3 boxes. What are we going to get? We're going to get a crafting wood. What else? So I got 10 delving rights, crafting wood, 10 delving rights, housing, 10 delving rights, clothing dye. So I actually keep my carryall now on me, my large dye carryall. So I now obtain all these dyes. Housing item. For when you wish to advertise auction house services, whether or not you are capable of supplying said services is another issue entirely. What an interesting thing. And then this one, I thought the whole point was they were changing it so you could make choices, or maybe it's only in the higher tiers being that deal. Right, I'm gonna very quickly shut my client down and then relaunch. just in case, you know, some weird old issues are the cause of this whole thing. Turn it off and on again. Generally, you know, fixes the issue. And then I'm going to go on to Renaborn, who I don't really have much recent experience playing. But maybe I'll see if he can get through. I found the Sargroth one to be the easiest, so maybe, like, my biggest issue is that with that one with Hunter was the AoE part of it, and considering that I'm like literally just AoE on here, maybe doing this one will potentially net us some gear upgrades.
Years under the corruptive
That could be a
influence
thing.
of the Iron Crown have poisoned the land, leading to rumors of
but also,
monstrosities lurking within
you know, we can kind of
sewers.
gauge our skills. Also, this one actually has a thing. It's been a while since I played my champ, so please I apologize for my skills. I'm probably going to do terribly. This is why I don't play him on, like, end game stuff. At one point, he was my strongest character, though. So. Oh, hey, I didn't actually realize. I'm sorry. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. It's actually wrong. Wait, where did you come from? Where? What? Oh, they must have been coming in from there. I'm not even going to worry about, like, the mapping points and stuff and the deeds. I just want to get through this and just see where we stand. Because the Vile Apothecary one, I'm not going to be able to do the whole cheesy bit by, you know, attacking from range. I guess I could. I do have Let Fly. But, maybe I can just straight up AoE it and not have an issue. I just need to get used to my interrupts a bit. So far, it's definitely feeling quicker. But this is where we'll find out with this first boss. Also, I need... No, I think they're fine.
If so, they deserved whatever end you gave them. I'll dispose of you myself and resume my search.
Right. I mean, as long... See, that's a lot quicker than... Maybe my single target isn't as strong. But as soon as I get these enemies in, it's like... fine. Also, because I'm yellow, killing these enemies just gives me my morale back, right? So... I should be able to sustain myself a little bit easier. Okay, and fingers crossed. I think I got a piece of gear the first time on this side. So, maybe? I haven't got full delvings on here, so I get a essence thingy. I've also not reforged, so I don't know if that will increase my damage if I got a reforge, but... something. I don't think it will. I think it's literally just increase in my level. Like, item level. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I've been saying it for a little while. I do need to spend a little bit of time on him because, again, I'm not terrible, 180% basically on my physical mastery, but I think there's some very simple little things I can do to speed that up. If I get a piece of gear from here, it's quite good, but obviously I do have a couple delving pieces. This is still Remachant stuff, so yeah, that needs an upgrade. This stuff is Embers still. This is Delvers. This is quite old. Like, it's Gundabad stuff, which does not mean it's good. It just means it's a little bit out of date. But I think on a solo essence, like, or solo instance, I don't necessarily have to be best in slot. Or capped on everything. It's just nice to see. But I prefer my characters actually being like this sometimes because it's room for improvement versus kind of just me having that minuscule little gear upgrade. I like when it's an actual noticeable upgrade. Enemies in here. Hello, tiny vermin. And then I also have those essences now, right? So I haven't got anything. Oh, I do have stuff on here. But I only have humble stuff. So I just got 2 essences out of those instances on Tarvelard. So I can move those over. And then on top of that, I've also got... hopefully I'll get something out of this. Either a gear piece or an essence. So that'll be nice. And then, yeah, it'll take me a little while to get myself a... maybe some essence reclamation scrolls. But, you know, it's a good start to get myself at least rares. It just feels like we've been going through this quicker though.
I was right. The simpletons who questioned me will rue this day.
We could scarcely believe our eyes. What madness had led this beast
Wait,
here?
did I pick up these at some point?
A mixture
I don't remember
of awe
this.
and terror
Anyway.
settled in our stomachs as we slowly realized that we
107 million morale. 105. I can't count. Can't read.
The children enjoy the flourishes I add to the story, but I cannot trick seasoned adventurers. In truth,
Submit to my will, you brute.
I always find it funny when this guy's like,
You will become the perfect pawn.
he's got Sith eyes, and he's just dead.
so ends the sorry tale of Dardaros the Coward. Our tale is far from
Wait, is that our interrupt? Which one's my interrupt? Isn't it this? Yeah. Clobber. Probably shouldn't use my interrupt when there's nothing to interrupt. Okay, cool. Done. That felt decent.
The creature had reconsidered its chances of
Went into our
survival
combat
against
and keeping our fingers well and truly crossed. I got a bow. Interesting. So I do have this bow, 477 from the Black Grave, but we did just get this bow, which is 480, which is more vitality, might instead of fate, and then we got physical mastery increase plus obviously that increase. So I'm curious how sort of it's 35k, but I lose 20k on crit, but I go over 700,000 on my morale. But I get a lot more power from this because I got fate, right? I mean, obviously I'll hold on to it, but As it stands, I don't know. Wow, these are bad. I'm using 121 stuff. Oh, it's painful. Okay, there's so many little stat things I can do. Like 460s on here. Like this one up here is, where was that? 450. You know, I can chuck this on, get that crit boost. Move this on there. Wait, what? Get like... To be fair, these can go up to 480. It can actually go up to 489. So technically, there's nothing wrong with me having 128 stuff or 121 stuff. But it is actually probably a better choice for me to kind of fix that and do some proper old stuff. Also, I at least got Fight for Khan Doom and Daily done. Something. Let's try the Poison Gardens next. I know I'm kind of ruining it because I should totally just go do the questing for this, but yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Known as the Poison Gardens of Khan Doom, St. Loya is a dank place, teeming with deadly plants, trees, and flowers, the likes of which have scarcely or never before been seen in this earth.
Oh, I didn't actually summon. I totally forgot.
Which flow through St. Loya rise immense pellucid structures, greatest among them Bar Helith.
Okay, we are just gonna quickly run through, do the quests, or do the instance. This one is, I guess that one's specific to, oh wow, I nearly died.
And for what purpose? One can only assume that darkest of desires.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's kind of more specific to that instance itself. But what I want to have a look then is like bow, item ID, and then look at its final one. Interesting. So we have another bow from here, like item ID wise. That is like, you know, the strong ones. There is Lair of Vermin from Sagrath. Do we have one then? No. So it looks like this is that's the one from there. And then there's no Saint-Leu one. So maybe that's the only one that drops. Like this doesn't drop one. Wow, that was a chunk of my experience or my morale. Please heal me. No, you ruined my skill. What is this? Okay, these guys are a bit of a hassle to kill, is what I'm learning. We already knew that, but I think we've just made it noticeably... Like, I've just noticed how more annoying it is. Annoyingly... Annoying. We do have at least one more of them to face. Even if I get through here. Okay.
You don't belong to the garden.
Oh, what am I being attacked by? Please don't. I don't like that you're attacking me from outside. I worked out why I don't like it. It's such a, it's a root. I hate it. Okay. Thankfully, they weren't too mean about it, and I was actually able to go kill the other enemy. I do need you to heal me. Thank you. Or not. something I'm a little bit worried about. What's my sort of mitigations at? 47%? Depends if they're using tactical or not. That is my first death to this boss, so I will say again, this character is let's just say we saw his legendary, so we'll leave it at that. But I don't know, a lot of work could be like skipped if I just go and get like missions and do missions and get all that stuff, right? But at the same time, I'm like, I could just not do that and it'll be fine.
Time to see what Oganwin sorceries have brought.
Let's just do that and whatever.
You don't go into the garden.
I like how he's just starting his dialogue now. It's kind of funny. Oh, I killed the guy by accident. I wasn't even attacking him. He must have a lot less morale. I've always focused on this guy because he's like, the guy who's named being like, this guy's going to attack you. Gear, please. Nope, essence. Enhancement rune. I mean, I guess since these are 480 and I'm not able to use those on Tarvelard because he's already sorted, the advantage is everything I'm getting here just benefits me here. Oh, you are terrible. Why did you have to aggro me into the troll that's gonna kill me? You're the worst. It's not even you. It was the thingy, but you're the worst. This is definitely gonna make me not do the other one because there's too many trolls for me to like actually want to do this. So I'm gonna go around because I'm gonna just, yeah, be careful. Oh, and we're having lag issues as well. Don't make me die to the damage over time. That's all I'm asking. Come on. Why? Why? Like, I don't know how on like the weekend I'm expected to enjoy myself with this, you know, turn-based game. Okay. Don't aggro me. Don't aggro me. Thank you. I'm a little concerned about the final boss on this one though, because I know it's not the interrupt. So I need like, I don't know if it was the corruption removal that was doing it, or if it was just like, I don't know, the stun. Do I have a stun? I guess this, right, is my stun. I'm really being careful not to aggro that. Please. Pretty sure I did that in the wrong order as well. Okay. Get away. Get away. Don't want to aggro. Please. Please. Do not walk around that corner. I have way too many enemies at this second. Clear them out, please. Okay. You are a detriment right now because you nearly just ruined me. Okay, you're an enemy there. So am I safe to go back around this way now? Okay, he's gone. He's gone. We good? But I think I still need to come around this way. Take out sort of this group. No, you had to aggro the other one, didn't you? And now you've aggroed this one. You gotta think before you go. Alright, okay, well, fine. At least we're inside, so the troll can't get us, but... What am I thinking of? This one? Yeah, it's been a while.
What is this?
How dare you interrupt my work?
Guards!
Guards! Okay. I don't want to use the horn if I can, even though it's an AoE. Ideally, I need to keep it for her.
Impertinent fools! You drag me from my rituals! You slay my assistants! Show them what glories I have created!
Okay. No? Clobber. Okay, what actually stops you then? Is it the corruption removal? I think it must be the corruption removal then. So that's fine, because I can just use Battle Frenzy to make sure I've got that then, because I'm very unlikely to use it otherwise. I had to use it on her heel, didn't I? But that's good information for us to learn, right? Because now we know it's not necessarily... Of course it is. It's not necessarily... You know, if I were to go into a group of this, I now know it's corruption removal, not... Thingy. Come on. You're just gonna wait until you've done your stupid toxic rejuvenation, aren't you? And then you're gonna reset. Are you gonna reset? Are you gonna reset? Am I gonna go to the begin? You know what? I'm not summoning her until I get there. Because it's gonna cause more issues than it's worth. I am curious though, where am I on the reward track now? 30. Okay, that's at least something. I really have not been doing enough work on this character or on this account as of late on this server specifically to be benefiting from the reward track. I will be fine. I will be able to get to 100 by the time it's done. But I kind of would have expected myself to have gotten there by now. But I'm also fully aware that I've been on Shadowfax more than I have been on here recently. At least getting to the second boss isn't that long. Okay. You, do me a favor, sort your life out. I need to remember that bracing attack is the thing. And also not use this at the same time. Also, I'm going to go try and enjoy a meal real quick. I failed to enjoy a meal. I'm very disappointed. Also, one thing now is we don't have to spend time working out what it is that stops her. We now know the corruption removal is the thing.
fools! You drag me from my rituals! You slay my assistants! Come forth, my children! Show them what glories I have created! Let it
Can't work. There we are.
I haven't got time for this!
Okay. Thank you.
Come forth, my creations! Have God's blessing upon you!
Why? What is it that's killing me? It's got to be the acid, right? But I feel like I'm not gonna do it again. I can't be bothered right now. But like, I feel like I'm not even that in the aura, you know? I guess what is probably happening is I'm mentally associating this square with the aura, even though it's like probably, I guess it kind of is. I just think it's a silly thing. I've never really had the issue when it comes to Tarvelard, so I just don't know why it's an issue for this one. I just don't want to keep resetting, so I'm just gonna quit. All right. Okay, we good. And then what I
May I help you?
think I'm gonna do is just run some instances.
Stay a moment.
Oh, I meant to buy
May I help?
that one. And then I do have the weekly for Delve Deeper, so I'm just gonna
Mind my
do
words, traveler.
like that one. I don't know, it's I just want something simple, you know. I it's been a long day. I don't want to be doing too much try hard. But it does like prove to me that yeah, we definitely need to sort out gear, because I don't have to be full delving gear per se, but if I can get a bit better armor or jewelry, I think is kind of the bigger thing. Like, this is easy. Why can't it just be like this? But like I was saying earlier as well, it's one of those things of, it might in some cases be harder solo because you kind of got to juggle everything. Like you're the main thing being attacked. You are also, you know, responsible for healing yourself, kind of. And then on top of that, you're also the damage. Whereas if you're in a group of 3, you can have a dedicated healer, dedicated tank, dedicated DPS type thing. So I would see how Palpatine fares, but I know his gear is pretty garbage. Like uncommon stuff. So I definitely don't think he's going to be having the best of time. Also, his virtues are nearly non-existent. So we've got to be careful. What it really means is a situation where I need to just do tier 1 delvings with him, which is what I have been slowly doing. Get some tier 1 delving gear, then get myself, you know, some rare delving gear, and then ideally get myself some teals, all while building up my legendary and stuff like that, you know, like doing my mission weeklies. It's going to be a long sort of process, but doing my mission weeklies, getting enhancement runes, getting tracery upgrades, that kind of thing. Even if it means not necessarily just doing missions on this character, but or like on Palpatine, but also doing it on like my Beornings, you know, I can do those per week. And as I said, it's probably a good idea that I try and do that, but it also brings up the point of, I was already saying, I feel like I don't have enough time per week just to do the 5 characters, so doing 25 might be a bit of a pain. However, with the like normal missions, if I do it at level 20, I can join on my ult and I can speed through really, really quickly then. if I like switch between 2 characters on my alt account. Wait, how am I not allowed past here if there is literally enemies for the quest? Okay, that was weird. But I can switch between like Zia and Rimulus, for example. Get some missions done on those guys. And yeah, switch between characters and stuff, and it should be fine. Where is this White Hand leader? Is he in the middle? Is he over here? I've gone through 2 spots that I know he spawns. This is why Hunter is nice to be, but it's fine. Yeah, I don't know, because these are adventurers stuff, and they're 470, so I don't know if Delving Gear is going to be better. But if I get Delving Gauntlets, that's definitely going to be better. Maybe I should buy my Delving Gauntlets. I feel like at the minute I haven't really got much use for my my Delving rights. But again, now having the weeklies at least means I can do stuff with it. Okay, so this guy is here. Normally, I'd be very cautious with this, but doing it tier 1 shouldn't really cause as much problems. I do hate the whole, like, real quick, you can't attack me, I'm gonna go summon some enemies. Like, there's a couple Delvings that do that, and I'm not a huge fan of them. It just feels a bit, like, I don't know, weird. Though, as a hunter, if I put a deep damage over time on him, it does at least, pretty sure take him out. Okay, that's at least done. And we can actually get flickering essences out of this, so there is something to be said about that. Also, potentially traceries.
What can I do for you? What do you need?
Delving rights, lag, crafting hides. No, thank you. Kalanad hides.
Megovanen. What can I do for you? Megovanen.
Also doing these missions is obviously beneficial because 140, I don't think the boots are necessarily going to be better. Kind of. I think we're fine as it is, but I can invest into these as we go, so that can beat out my my 130, which is still embers, so I should definitely use that, do that as soon as I could. But yeah, we can get that, which is a significant boost to vitality, might, physical mastery. We do lose crit, but I gain a lot of the other stuff.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
Oh no, it's the wait, I think this is the instance I don't like. I don't like either of these instances. The old Tharbad ones, I'm not a huge fan of them because I don't like this type of enemy. I don't like an enemy that can just disappear. Luckily, if we're doing tier 1, it should be relatively easy. But I'm not still not a fan. Yeah, no, I despise them. That's why I don't know if it's just that they're all the same or if it's just I ended up on the same rotation from when I last did them. But obviously they've moved all the mission vendors, like whatever. Like, so you don't have them in Tharbad anymore. I'm just like, I purposely didn't go Tharbad on the days that it was there. I was like, oh, well, I guess those missions don't exist. Down at the farm's a bit of a pain as well, yeah. Can't remember which one is Siege itself. I don't like the one with the gates. That's a bit of an annoying one. I'm just glad I decided to only do tier 1s. Because if I did this tier 7, I would be frustrated.
What can I do for you?
Oh, yeah. No, that's a pain as well. I found I would just, like... I don't know if this still works or if it was just, like, it bugged out once. But one time I did that, and I like, died. And I just stayed dead for the 10 minutes. Oh, my game's crashing. I just stayed dead for, like, the 10 minutes or whatever it is. And then just kind of ran up to the scout. I don't know if that's how it still works, but yeah, this one's not so bad. But I guess with these ones, even the like not that bad ones, it kind of depends on the delving, like the actual malice thing, right? Because sometimes they can be fine and sometimes they can be terrible. The problem I had with them is I did delvings like every day, like constantly when they came out. And then a couple rotations in, there was just some really bad effects that just made me not want to play. I just didn't do delvings. And like, I've only just come back to them really. Also the fact that I just wasn't getting the drop. That was frustrating. But I just didn't do them for ages because of just some terrible malices. So I don't actually know what they're like now. I don't think they're as noticeable, but also I'm playing on tier 1 right now. But on tier 7, I haven't noticed some, like... I guess the worst one was... It would stun you a couple seconds after you're out of combat or something. Or if you hadn't... at least in my case, used Purge Poison. There's 3 up there. Is there another enemy that I'm missing? Or is there 4 up here and I'm not seeing? 4 up here. Okay, that makes sense. I definitely think there's potential for this, for Reneborn to become one of my strongest characters. I mean, he's my second, probably strongest character at the minute still. But that's because I haven't really invested much time into my others. But there's a chance he could outdo Tarvelard in certain scenarios. Like missions, I think having just a pure AoE is nice. But I think in terms of like one-on-one, the Hunter will still beat me out.
What do you need?
Okay, I'm really hoping for something out of this that isn't just hides. Like, give me something decent. I gotta do Troubled Waters. I don't like it. I don't wanna. Don't want to do it. I'm upset about the idea of doing this. Wait, is this one? No, this is the one I don't like. Well, I mean, oh, of course it is. It's the Darkwater one. I need to check on a continuing mission weekly. I am still very far away. I am probably not finishing all of those today, but I wanted to get a little bit done. Wait, is this the one? I don't think this is the same ones I did last time, but I also really don't like this one. Goes without saying. So not only are you really annoying, but you can also just go invisible because you feel like it. Thanks, I guess. Hey. Cool. do bracing attack just to get a little bit of my morale back. Thank you very much. And as long as this stays a one-on-one fight, I think I'm fine. Do not run away from me. You are not mounted combat. This is not how this works. Okay. Wait, I killed it though. No, you can't just summon friends because I'm beating you too well. Not how this works. You're a sore loser. This is all I'm learning. Okay. Why couldn't you help? You know, I'm just saying. Right, which crafting material are we getting this time? Let's see. Scholar. Old Anorian. Just Anorian stuff. Fun. The accursed... Wait, what? That wasn't there a second ago.
Will you lend me your ear?
I think that's the one I'm
May I
thinking of.
help you?
I do have 4,000 of these, so part of me does want to just buy, like, these gauntlets. Just to get them, you know? I'd lose a lot of crit because I wouldn't have the essence. Oh, that would be why then. But I don't know... It has to be these ones, right, that I want. And I'd lose crit because of the essences that I'm missing from the previous thing. But then I can put like some humble ones on and they beat the whole thing. But I also just don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to spend my delving rights. Though again, I guess the idea now is by having this one, I'm at least making a few more. Because, okay, I'm doing 15 delvings at 10 apiece. So I'm getting 150. But I'm also getting a bonus of 250. But then as well, if I do this one for the other 10, right, I'm also getting like 250 again. Or no, I'm getting 200 plus 250 plus 250. So I'm getting like 700. So I get like 1,000 per character per week. Kind of. Nearly. Even if just doing a minimal amount. Okay, then if I remember correctly, he just kind of disappears because again he's a coward and I'm, you know. And then he just sends a load of enemies in. The good thing about this, the only good thing, is I'm pretty sure he stores like what stage of the fight he's in. Like what phase. Because it would be really unfair if he didn't. I think yeah, okay. I was like making sure I definitely did a delving for this one. Not to say I'm struggling though, but by how I'm doing on this stuff does make me want to wait a little bit before I potentially do any instances like group stuff on this character. Again, Tarvelard, I am willing to sort of work with. I think he's fine. But yeah, Renaborn needs a little bit of a tune-up. An upgrade, you know, before he's ready to go out into the world. Hey, now I can do this. I mean, I didn't die to that. I did die on Tarvelard, so I will say. But to be fair, I think Tarvelard was doing it tier 7, so yeah, you know. I haven't done any tier 12 yet, but I'm assuming there isn't like a higher rarity. It's just maybe you got a higher chance of getting Delver's gear.
How can I be of service?
Okay, completed that one. And 10 delving rights and crafting hides. Even they're getting worse. I had gone and done. I have words. I did go and do Sagroth. I was able to do Sagroth solo, but the Poison Gardens, the final boss, was being a bit of a pain. So I think I need a little bit of a gear up before I'm capable of taking that on, because I am technically still using like 130 bracelets. You know, there's a couple of, I don't know, that's 130, you know, 426, 451. I think I want to get up to about 460 minimum on item levels with this guy. I don't know what these are technically. 460. I think 460 might be a good sort of level to get him up before I get to it, because although I'm again using Remichan, you know, gear here, that is 10 levels and a couple of big, like, even though it's only a 10 level gap, it's multiple, it's quite a lot of item levels, right? It's technically 50 item levels behind at the moment, because we've had Gundabad since, and then we've had Delvings, and then we've had, you know, Blackgrave and Doom, and then we've also now had this. So again, I think he needs a little bit of loving. There's also the very badly behind 80 levels apiece behind on my my legendary stuff. So I'm definitely losing out on a bunch of basically free stats just because I haven't put a lot of time into this character as of late. Honestly, once the legendary stuff changed, I kind of just stopped putting as much effort into him as I should, because I wanted to go back and play Hunter, and then I just kind of never did come back to this guy. So I haven't even reforged. So there you go. I have basically no money left. Nice. But if we want to talk about battling poorly geared RKs, I'm curious on what my RK is like on the cap. Should we have a look? I'm curious. Afka, there's no way Afka's getting through. And to be fair, Afka's got full uncommon delving gear. So there's something, I guess. It's not saying much, is it? But I don't know where Palpatine's at. Palpatine, I got to 140, and then he just kind of stopped existing in my mind. And don't ever tell Ghost that. He'd be very upset. But yeah, I do need to pay attention to him. When I can log out of Renaport. Renaport doesn't even have that much done on him, because he's Valard to 130 originally, or 120, I can't remember. I think he was Valard to 130. Because he was like the high level character from my transfer when I moved servers. And I was like, I want a high level character that can just kill a lot of things. Okay, let me make a champion. Let me remake the champion that I have on Arkenstone. Okay. Palpatine. Speaking of Arkenstone, I think tomorrow we will do the judgment of my Arkenstone characters. I don't know how many I've got, to be honest. But I know I have at least 2 hunters and a champion. I don't know what else I have. Oh, I do have a burglar as well. But I don't know what else there is. But I think it'll be really interesting to go through those characters tomorrow and just like judge everything. So I don't know how long that'll take. So maybe we'll just like go do something during that time. But I don't know. A part of me wants to then leave the characters as they are, but also part of me wants to gear them up. But also, I'm not going to be going on Arkenstone much anyway, so there's not really much point in me putting a lot of effort. So, I don't know. I'd rather make a character on Evernight where I'm actually, like, benefiting from... Okay, so Palpatine 140 and okay. So I've still 475 on the runestones and on this, so I definitely haven't put a lot of work. Chat server is not available. Nice. So they are decently 440, so they're higher than Reneborn average, and I'm pretty sure I'm teal in all of them, to my knowledge. So that's good. Nice thing about having, what is it? Old legendaries, I guess. But looking at my gear, I am 452, 426. So that's from good to bad. That is from not good to bad. That is from good to bad. That is from epic battles, because I was AFKing epic battles to get higher stars of merit. So that actually makes sense why I've kind of just got this stuff on. So it's not great, especially in the item level department, but it's better than what I had. That is, I think, from Gundabad 451. It's got to be. That is my old Scholar's Emblem, which I think I have literally zero use for, other than, I guess, maybe when Kotal, when I eventually get him to 130 and do some completionist stuff with him. I guess there we are. Delving Hood, not Delving Hood. So is that 130? I think that's got to be Gundabad. Gundabad, not Gundabad. Gundabad, Gundabad, Gundabad. Okay, so I have done Gundabad and I've got some stuff and whatever, but definitely need in need of some work. I'm curious. Let's go 140 Runekeeper, and I'm going to put my stats in the stat calculator. So 758, 489, finesse 404, 580, physical mastery. Wow, my physical mastery is so terrible. How am I hitting anything with that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 2, 5. Okay, that's a bit higher than I expected, to be honest. 4, 9, 6, 7, 2, 6. Incoming healing 1668. Lovely. 281 on the parry. My evade is 190,117. And then looking at this stuff, 443, 938, and then 412, 798. Okay, so once again, let's bring this lovely screen up. So this is for Palpatine. We are 500,000 away from our crit being capped. So there's some work that can go into that. Finesse is 20%. So ideally, I want to get to 30. So we're 200,000 away from that. Physical mastery, obviously, we don't care about. Tactical mastery, though, we are 161. And we are 45. No, 400. Is that 450? 450k away from that. So, damn, some big numbers. But, yeah. But I think that's pretty easy to squish down when you were thinking about how much 130 stuff or like uncommon stuff we're looking at, plus essences. So I actually don't think that's as big a deal to do. Plus also virtues. Resistance is not really a thing I care much about. I mean, it's nice to have. I'm 24.9, but I don't think it's expected to be at 100. Parry, I don't know why it's so low. I guess maybe not something I care about that much. I don't know. Evades something. Very low. Physical mastery or physical mitigation is 25.3, so that's not terrible. 40% being the max. And that as well. So that's another thing where if I were to look at like 130, I'm sure I'd be very competitive in this. Like max crit, max finesse. And then, or over max, nearly 40%. And then max on the, tactical mastery. But obviously when we go to like 136 or whatever and the jump happens, that's where we have issues. But yeah, you next to me? Hey, with the more morale than me, how dare you? How could you do this to me? I always feel like Palpatine's a weird one for me to run out on instances because the name is a joke, obviously. Like, I'm father of Palpadult, and I'm... wait a minute. Where's my title? My surname is Palpatine Sith, but they wouldn't let me have Sith, you know. So there's a couple things. I do like that. This one. Oh, it won't let me show because I've got to do that. Wait a minute, cloak. There we are. I do actually quite like that. I'm not normally one for the pointy ones, but I think because it doesn't go over the eyes, I don't like the... I don't have a cosmetic for obvious reasons, but I don't like the beginning will high elf stuff. I think that looks pretty terrible, to be honest. But that's because it goes over the eyes. It's weird. But yeah, I definitely just need to put a little bit of work into him. He's not terrible. Like, he's actually pretty decent for where I've left him. And again, 130, he was like very competitive or whatever. It still confuses me that they made self-motivation a green skill rather than a blue skill. Like, it mentally confuses me so much. But yeah, I need to get used to. The thing with Palpatine as well is, like I said, the name is a joke, so I always feel weird or slightly judged when I go and play him in like a group thing. But also, on top of that, because he's Palpatine, we kind of have that unofficial rule of he's not allowed to use fire skills, which means he's not actually as effective as he potentially could be, you know, because I'm pretty sure Fire RK is best in slot, or best choice for an RK at the current moment in time. But also on top of that, I think, you know, even a yellow line is supposed to kind of dip into red line a little bit, and vice versa. Red is supposed to kind of jump into yellow as a supplementary thing. So yeah, it's just one of those kind of extra weird things when it comes to Palpatine. Now, I do want to check what gear I got. I think the gear that I obtained, I put on Scarshoe, because again, I think it was worse technically than what I had obtained from Delvings. But I actually can't remember what it looks like or what I got dropped, so I'm quite curious here. And I guess at the same time, I can look at where Scarshoe is. Burglar is always a weird one where I'm like, in theory, I should be able to do all this content, but it feels weird being a burglar and, you know, straight up attacking an enemy. Part of me feels like I have to be sneaking, which isn't necessarily the case. Obviously, positional damage and like the guaranteed crit is very nice, but I can also just like attack. So I need to kind of think about that. Also, I get more morale, 4.5 per vitality versus 4 for the hunter. So I actually have more morale on my burglar than I do on my hunter. So that's quite nice. But I guess we'll have a quick look at him. I don't know. Do I want to try? I guess we'll see where he is, because I don't know where his gear is at the minute, like what stat-wise he is. But maybe I'll try the first one, Sargroth or whatever it's called. That seems to be the easiest of the three to me, or the kind of more straightforward of the three, to my knowledge, it seems. So maybe we'll see how he fares and see if I can get out of that mental rut of, oh, it's stealth, I have to do stealth. I hate how laggy my Evernight, like, character screen is. I mean, look at him, he's well sneaky. He's got the, like, thing over his face. You can't tell he's a dwarf. Maybe he's just a very angry hobbit. You can't know. I think cosmetically that's all delving gear. I could be wrong. I do wonder though, is it better for me to grind out like these new instances for gear for these characters, or do delving gear? I'm not entirely sure, because yeah, I'm still like, I'm kind of all over the place, because Scarshoe's kind of got a benefit of hand-me-downs, because this is a hand-me-down, this and this are all from Tarvelard. Obviously, this is still Remichan gloves, so I need to sort that. And these are Skorgrim's Air, so that needs sorting. And cloaks, this is the only cloak I've been running because it's a pain. And then, I mean, that is Broken Grave stuff, but then I've got, you know, Moat's gear from 130 and Epic Battles gear, and I need to sort it out. Yeah, there is that. Like, that's the thing I've been struggling with. Right now I'm just using Ember's earrings or Ember's, like, stuff for jewelry, right? And for earrings, I've mostly been focusing on this. But yeah, obviously having, I've been constantly going like, oh, I need jewelry. And then I go, delvings don't drop jewelry. It'd be nice if they did, or at least you could spend delving rights on it or something, but I don't know. I guess in a sense they don't want it to all become... Wait, can I not go to it because I haven't done the discovery? Okay. Yeah, I've gotten 2 teal pieces on Blightgrave in my time. Actually, the very first run I did, I think on solo, I actually got my hunter's current wrist piece, which is pretty nice. And then I've got one more, which was just a very high vitality and outgoing healing one, which I put on my minstrel, because that makes sense, I think. If I want him to have just either a bunch of morale or also just having... I think I've got to go to, like, Estelden or something, don't I? Or is it Evendim or Estelden? I can't remember which one lets you swift travel. What I might try and do, because I do finish also late tomorrow, and I do worry that there won't be many people doing it.
How can I be of service?
But what I might do is Monday morning, see if I can get in a group, worst case scenario. Like, there'll probably be a couple tier 1s, just generally, that we can, like, jump in and get used to it. But obviously, if I'm on, you know, Skarshu right now, who, again, physical mastery, you know, 157% versus the, whatever, 161. I should be fine. I'm here already, so... Why do I not have the mail for it? Did I pick up the quest already? I guess I missed it. Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Greetings.
It's nice that you don't have to get... at least I assume you don't have to. I think I've already done it, but I'm guessing you don't have to have done... whatever it's called. The... epic quest to get past the thing, right? To get past this bit. Maybe it's just assumed you've done it, or that you're not manually going to come out of here. Whoa. Find Cranog. There is no Cranog. Who be this Cranog you speak of? Okay. Just wait for everything to get in. I'm not going to pick up any quests except yours. I would like to pick up the weekly just to have it, I guess. And then let's see how we fare on a solo one of this. At the very least, we have someone with the summoning horn.
Crown have poisoned the land, leading to rumors of monstrosities lurking within Carndoom's
Just gotta wait for it to,
A sorcerer named Gavanach,
you know, finish.
pursued these rumors for his own ambitious purposes. Little did he know, a group of Trev Duverdine
Or do you have to go like a little bit in? I don't like when it kind of doesn't tell you that. I'm just there waiting, assuming it's broken.
Everything Gorbadoc might throw at us.
Oh wait.
But we have not accounted for the smell.
Let me just wait to sneak a little bit. It's not really going to work when you have an ally, I don't think. Bit of a hassle. Also lag is pretty bad. But it's not like frame lag, it's... I mean, that was nearly a one-shot. I was totally not using any relevant skill there. I mean, I did a lot of damage there. I got a crit for, you know, 469k. Okay, I'm feeling pretty good about this, but at the same time, we've got to wait until we get to the boss. I forgot about that noise that just happens when you get a crit. It's like the Lawmaster's, like, pet thing, right? Whatever it's called. Where the pet, it's like a noise when a pet does something. It just happens too much. I'm critting too often. Can you crit too often? I'm on 25.7, 27.8. So I have a pretty, like, in theory, 1 in 4 chance of critting. Wait, what? That's rude. You can't detect me. But at the same time, I guess, literally the point of Burglar, like, kind of one of its gimmicks is attacks that are triggered by crits. So I can't judge it too badly. See, this is the thing. I don't know if I can attack you from stealth, which kind of puts me at a disadvantage because that's kind of my whole thing.
If so, they deserved whatever end you gave them. I'll dispose of you myself and resume my search.
Spamming Control 1, Control 2, sorry. I guess I can mark target as well. I need my AoEs. Can you heal me, please? Thank you. It's very nice that I at least get that sort of heal as well. It means that you can kind of get away with it being a bit sillier. I run around too often. That's a problem. I think, though, in this situation, me running around is more to position myself to be in AoE range of everything. Because I'm obviously focusing on him as my main damage, but I need to take out everything else. Okay, that was easy. I won't say easy, but like easy enough that I'm pretty happy with it. Fingers crossed I get some gear. No, I got an enhanced rune. I did get gear. I don't know what happened to it. I think this is the only one I kept. I might have disenchanted the others, but I did get this one. But again, comparing it to this one here, more agility, less vitality. And then I switched out physical mastery for crit. And I felt like having crit benefited me more than the physical mastery. Because, like, you know, higher crit percentage and stuff. And that's kind of the thing about this. And then also the 2 essence slots, I think, made more sense. But I also did hold on to it because I wasn't quite sure how I felt. Wait, were you scared of the mice? The tiny vermin? I think the barcasts find me, right? Yeah. It's kind of sad. I think the second boss should be easier though, right? Because there's kind of less going on, less enemies attacking me initially. I think it's just because it's more a slow trickle of tiny vermin. I actually think it's easier than the first boss, which is probably kind of part of it. Because in some cases, it's kind of treated like a joke. Oh, I don't want to be targeting myself. That's a little bit counterproductive. Oh, wait, is it because I'm taking damage rather than the Barghest just seeing me? That could be it. That's why it's really annoying with aura enemies. It's like, oh, you're close to me in my aura, then of course I'm gonna magically see where you are. Okay. I will definitely continue saying that this is the easiest. Second boss is way harder. Yeah, I get that. That's fair enough. I'm just glad it's like viable to do solo and actually get some gear out of it. But I guess in that situation, you kind of have more tactics where you can be like, oh, this person will tank and this person will DPS. And it's also one of those annoying things for Hunter, where I was saying it earlier, but you know, to do your whole setup at the beginning, you've got to go into camouflage and whatever. You can't do that with the boss because you have to go and like walk closer. Whereas if you have another group, you can kind of get that nice initial first hit off still. So that's something. Sicklefly. Die, thank you. Okay. So I think we'll do this one, and if Reneborn can't do the other two, well, he can do the first boss, but if Reneborn's not really capable of doing the other two, I am probably just going to leave it there. But at least we got a little bit more practice in. That's good. So tomorrow I might do these on Tar Valon in the morning, and then maybe see about getting some late night ones. But I think we might pop on Arkenstone tomorrow, and just for like a little bit, you know, point and laugh at my old characters, because yeah, from what I remember, they're pretty embarrassing.
Submit to my will, you brute.
I'm pretty sure Afka, my very scuffed mini, is probably stronger than my Hunter has ever been.
So ends the sorry tale of Darvadoc the Coward. The Coward tale is far from over.
No, you and your tiny vermin. Don't knock me away. How am I supposed to AoE all your friends? Okay, this is fine. Yeah, I'll probably also have to try and do some Blightgrave and just hope I'm lucky enough to get myself something teal, or even just a better, you know, bracelet than one I have now. Yeah, reconsider your chances. Oh, really? You do this to me?
After all, we've been the ones testing upon his home. The rat had been as much a victim of the Angmarin's meddling as we had been.
Okay. Fingers crossed for some gear. What is it? Why? Where's my luck gone? I have not got a... Well, okay, I lie. I did get a piece of gear. I got a bow, right? But... I do want to do some of the higher tier ones, because if I'm correct, I'm pretty sure you actually get like higher level class items from this set of instances now. I don't know which one specifically drops it, but isn't that a whole thing where I'm pretty sure there was like, if I just do everything gold and just go to the last one, there are like, it's not that, is it? No, it's not. Like this one, for example. I don't know if this would be Immaculate Tactics, strength. I think that would be the one that I have now, right? But better. So significant agility boost, finesse boost, max power is increased, max morale significantly increased, the physical mastery is 6 times the amount. The only thing is exploit openings also adds buff. Oh, right. So do I not even get the, like, it's only if I do exploit opening? Right, so these are probably not out yet then, maybe. I don't know. I would like to get an upgraded version, because it always felt weird to me that there was... yeah, it always felt weird to me that you would get a 131 thing, and then it kind of just became useless. So, being able to get even this one, right, is 3 times, you know, the physical mastery, and 3,000 extra morale, and the extra power, and the, you know, double the finesse, and, you know, more than, like, 2.5 times the agility. Even just getting that is pretty nice. And then you move it up to there, you get the essence slot, and then you can, like, move it even further. I don't know if that would be an upgrade thing, or if that's a, is it like you get that from, like, you upgrade it to that, maybe? But anyway. But is it, any instance can drop them? Or is it a certain one? Ideally, it's any, because then you've got 3 chances. Preferably. Only Sagrath. Which is the one I just did, right? That seems to be the case for the bow as well, so... that makes sense. Well, hopefully I can at least slowly build myself up to get some, like, better... because I don't know what the hunter one looks like. But let's have a look real quick before we go. Because I know the hunter stuff is kind of another situation where I was like, oh, it really sucks that I got an upgrade at 131 and then just nothing from there. Because I have the... this one? No, this one, right? The Whisper Draw. I guess it's not really a big deal, but... I guess let's look at the 2 legendaries, which will obviously be, like, skewed. But it'll be interesting to look at how far it can go. So not only do you get the 3 essence slot, which is obviously a big deal, but are both of these the same? Oh, so one is fate and one is crit. So it's kind of a situation of what do you want, because crit, you get more crit with this one, but by going fate, you're also getting more power, right? So there's kind of that going for you. Which is interesting. Also, I can complete the daily. Nice. It's at least nice that we can do that daily, and then I can do them on this character and get those bonuses, you know, still. So that's one nice thing. But yeah. Yeah, because obviously Fate now gets a bunch of other stuff. Max power, crit. It's kind of funny. It's like 20... The crit I'm getting from my Fate is like only 7,000 more than I just get from this. So obviously that's significantly more Fate, but or crit. But again, there's a few other things: tactical mitigation, resistance, finesse. I didn't know Fate gives you finesse. Interesting. I don't think I'd be able to do tier 2, and you can't even do it solo. Can you do it 2-man? It has to be 6-man. Okay. That's fair enough. I kind of expected that, but I wasn't expecting it to let you do solo tier 2. Maybe. All right, though. I think that is going to be us done for this evening. At least we learned a few things and also got a chance to look at some of our other characters. Maybe now that I've looked at, like, Palpatine and, like, I've seen his gear, and even on Skarshu... Skarshu, the thing is, I can just trade over the gear that I'm not using from Tar-Batlad, so there's a little bit of there. Like, obviously not the dagger and some of the pocket items and stuff, but there's a couple things where if I get an upgrade to a ring, like an Ember's ring, I can trade that over, that kind of thing. But yeah, like Renaborn and Africa even. Maybe we could see how Africa does. I doubt it, but maybe worth looking into. But Renaborn, Skarshu, Palpatine, and Africa are all characters that we can spend a little bit of time on, hopefully. Even if I just do, you know, Sagaroth once a day, just maybe get a piece of gear out of it. Could be nice. You know, fingers crossed. But I guess we'll see. Anyway, that's going to be it for now. Thank you all for coming along. Hope you enjoyed the stream, even though it was a bit of a short one. But I still think it was a fun time. And tomorrow, as I said, I think I want to pop on Arkenstone for a bit, have a look at our old characters, maybe, I don't know, try seeing if, I don't know, maybe, obviously they're 130s, so maybe try and find something 130 and see how well we solo it, you know. I don't know if you can do stairs solo? Is stairs a solo thing? Like, I haven't found it, but you can do solo, you can do tier 1 thingies, so maybe we can see how well we fare with that, which is not gonna happen. Let me just put it that way. Probably I struggle with Gundabad as a whole, not Gundabad, sorry. I struggle with War of Three Peaks as a whole on that character. I don't think I'm doing stairs, so maybe we'll try and do something a little bit more 120-ish. We'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna go now. Thank you all for coming along, as I said, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.